Hello, America, and welcome. I'm Tommy McCarthy, Moldy's 98.1 in Philadelphia. I'm here at QVC with a wonderful audience. We're all Elvis fans, right, everybody? Yeah! Look at this crowd. I think we just flew them all in on the Lisa Marie from Memphis, Tennessee. We're here at QVC, and we're going to have a great hour, a tribute to the king of rock and roll. He still lives in the minds and the hearts of America. And now, ladies and gentlemen, my favorite guy from QVC. Let's hear it for Dan Wheeler.
Hey, hi, everybody. Thank you, Tommy. Great to have Tommy McCarthy with us. And we have a wonderful audience, I swear. We got the best-looking people, most enthusiastic people in the Westchester area, and they're all Elvis fans. You know, I think we all remember where we were when we heard that the king of rock and roll had passed away. And in the 25 years since his passing, I think we've learned year by year how much he was loved, how much he's appreciated, and he lives on in his music, his legacy, his acting career, and we're celebrating his life and all of his many accomplishments tonight. Well, just this week on Monday, he set a new record for himself and the recording industry with 139 singles and albums that have gone gold or platinum, and no other artist is even close. Over 1 billion records sold worldwide. Tonight we have some awesome music collections for you. Let's take a look at the show, at the lineup. You can begin dialing in right now for Elvis. 30 #1 hits, and actually it's 31 #1 hits on this very special CD or cassette that we are offering. $18 for the CD, $12 for the cassette E11818. You get 31 #1 hits because it includes the #1 hit single, A Little Less Conversation, that has been a worldwide #1 smash hit. This is a world launch tonight, or today on QVC. Already over 4,400 of these have been ordered today. We're the first to have it, a world premiere, so start dialing in for that right now. All of his #1 hits in one collection. And also brand new, the 25th Anniversary Collector's Edition Elvis Monopoly game, brand new today. The favorite board game of all time and the favorite performer of all time. All Elvis on this Monopoly game. C20206, it's $40. This is really cool. From the California Gold comes the 25th Anniversary Limited Edition Framed Elvis Cachet. This is only available on QVC, and guess what? It's limited to the number ordered today on QVC, and that's it. And that could be, you know, 1,500, 2,000. C21004, it was canceled today in Memphis. So you want to remember this date, you've got the post office stamp with today's date on it. E28350 is the Elvis Presley Live in Las Vegas set of 4 CDs or cassettes. $44 for the cassettes, $58 for the CDs. This encompasses all of his live performances from Las Vegas. And it world premiered last year on QVC, and it includes Kentucky Rain, my favorite live version. I'm wearing this jacket, A31972, $60. It's available in medium, large, and extra large. The Elvis 25th Anniversary black denim jacket. You've got logos on the front and the back. Now, I was watching some of this earlier today. It is fascinating. The definitive Elvis 25th Anniversary set of 8 videos. That's right. For $73.50, that's a little over $9 per video, E11304. It includes his entire career and every television performance he ever did. And then for those of you who are watch collectors, Elvis collectors, brand new today, 25th Anniversary Elvis Kissing Guitar Watch, that famous photograph of Elvis kissing his guitar, J46568, $25. It's a unisex watch. It will go from 6 inches to 7 3/4 inches on that leather band. And then another silver tone pocket watch with that same image on it, J46571, $32.25. Brand new today for the ladies, we've got the fancy gold-toned women's bracelet watch, $32.25, J46569, 7 1/4 inches length, 1 inch wide on the case and a 1/2 inch wide on the band. Got the look of diamonds around the face. And then check this out. Mike Ornansky, my special guest from Worldwide Entertainment Group, and I launched this back in June. It has been incredibly popular. It's the Today, Tomorrow, and Forever Elvis box set, E3359. Set of 4 CDs for $68 or 2 easy payments of $34. The 4 cassettes, $52, 2 easy payments of $26. First time ever on our easy payment plan. Over 4.5 hours of music. Covers his entire career from 1954 at Sun Studios to the last session at his home, all styles. And the Elvis Presley colorized 25th Anniversary Silver Eagle watch, $33.75, C20203. That's the Silver Eagle coin, I should say. And look at that colorization done on that. Comes with a certificate of authenticity. The set of 4 Elvis State quarters, that is C20202 for $28.75. Another great music set, Sunrise, all of his Sun Records recordings right there in Memphis with Sam Phillips, $28.50. All 38 tracks were done with Sun, and that is E10644, brand new today. Well, it's my privilege to introduce Mr. Mike Ornansky. He is the president of Worldwide Entertainment Marketing Group, consultant to BMG Music. He's the man that puts together all the great Elvis music sets. Good to see you again, Mike.
Great to see you, Dan.
Thank you. Mike Ornansky.
Good to see you, Dan.
I'll tell you what, you always put together knockout sets, and this one is the cream of the crop right here, debuting, world premiere on QVC today, and already over 4,400 of these have been ordered. The Elvis 30 #1 hit CD or the cassette, $12 for the cassette, $18 for the CD, E11818. It's a must-have for everyone, Mike, because 30 #1 hits, but there's really one more, isn't there?
That's correct. There were 18 #1 hits in the United States that we started with. We added 12 additional #1 hits for the UK, and those were the 30 hits when he was alive. But there's one more, A Little Less Conversation, which is a #1 hit in the year 2002.
That has stormed across Europe. Of course, it tops the charts in Britain.
Right.
And of course, Nike has used it in its soccer campaign.
Yeah, what happened was the World Soccer campaign, Nike wanted it for advertising, and somehow the song became a theme for the whole World Cup effort. And it spread across Europe. It became the #1 single for about 4 weeks in the United Kingdom, and went to other countries, and then it was brought over to the United States. #1 on the Billboard charts here too.
It's amazing. It's Elvis singing, and then they remixed it with dance music. It's a fascinating song, the way that they put it all together. And right now we're listening to Burnin' Love. You've got Way Down, Burnin' Love, The Wonder of You, starting with Heartbreak Hotel, Don't Be Cruel, Hound Dog, Love Me Tender, Too Much, All Shook Up, Let Me Be Your Teddy Bear, Jailhouse Rock, Don't, Hard-Headed Woman, One Night, Now and Then, A Fool Such As I, A Big Hunk of Love, Stuck on You, It's Now or Never, Are You Lonesome? Man, it goes on and on. Surrender, they're all here.
It's an amazing collection. I mean, I was talking with Dan earlier that back in April 2001, Ernst Jorgensen, who is a friend of ours and produces the Elvis material, and I were in a meeting in London. We're trying to think what was the best thing we could do for the anniversary. And there'd already been the #1 hits album many years ago that had 18 songs.
Yeah.
But we thought, Ernst said, well, what about the UK? And I said, how many? He said, 12, 30 #1 hits.
There you go.
Then, of course, we had another hit, so we had to add it on. It's 30 plus 1.
30 plus 1. It's about as much as you can put on a CD. Over 5,000 have been ordered today. This is the world premiere, and you're getting the most modern sounding Elvis ever. These have all been remixed, remastered.
Digitally remastered, and of course, the Little Less Conversation is the first time since his death that RCA has actually gone ahead and remixed and put in other instruments, and it really sounds terrific. I mean, you see why it was a hit.
Yeah, plus you get this 24-page liner with all kinds of information about the King, about each of his sessions. Let's give you an example of the sound of this. Let's listen to Into the Ghetto. Can we crank that up, guys?
Now, people, don't you understand? The child needs a helping hand. I hear you're going to be an angry young man someday. Now take a look at you and me. Are we too blind to see? Or do we simply turn our heads and look the other way? Well, the world turns, and a hungry little boy with a runny nose plays in the street as the cold wind blows in the ghetto.
All right, look at that. Our phone lines are very busy. Please use automated ordering if you can on this, the 25th anniversary of the passing of the King. This also has Can't Help Falling in Love, Surrender. Marie's the name of his latest flame. And you
He
got
lives.
Good Luck Charm. You got She's Not You, Return to Sunder. Oh, thank you. You're the Devil in Disguise, Crying in the Chapel, In the Ghetto, Suspicious Minds, The Wonder of Your, Burning Love. Way Down was actually the last song Elvis recorded in July of 1977 at his home, right?
That is correct. That was the end, unfortunately, of Elvis, and why we commemorate him this day. But it was, even then, he had a #1 hit. It was on the charts at the time.
Lowest note ever recorded, J.D. Sumner on Way Down, went way down. Let's talk to Norma in West Virginia. Norma, you're live on QVC with a great audience, and Dan and Mike, how are you?
I'm just doing fine, and you just made my day today.
Oh,
Hey,
glad to
Norma.
hear that. How do we make your day, Norma?
Being able to talk to you in tribute to Elvis on his special day today.
Well, I'm glad you're with us. You know, I host a lot of the Elvis shows here, and I'm probably the biggest on the planet. I think he was the greatest performer that ever lived.
Oh, yeah, I got to see him twice in concert, and it was the thrill of a lifetime.
Well, are you picking up this #1 hits album?
Yes, I am, and I'd like, when I'm done, I'd like to go back to the operator, because I've got two really true Elvis friends, Louise and Penny, and I want to get them one also.
All right. What's your favorite Elvis song of all time?
Oh, Can't Help Falling in Love with You in Blue Hawaii.
You got it on here. Can't Help Falling in Love was a #1 hit. It's on here, and it's on its way to you. Thank you, Norma. We'll send you back to the operator.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Microphone lines very busy. What an opportunity this is for QVC to be able to launch this worldwide. I mean, all #1 hits, never been done before with the worldwide #1s.
That's right. It's the first time all in one place, and it's as current as you can be because you've got one that was a #1 hit last month.
Yeah,
so
that's
we're there.
right. Amazing, that's right. And of course, that #1 hit was A Little Less Conversation. You've been hearing a lot about All Shook Up Teddy Bear. There are all the titles going by. It's E11818. Don't miss out on this Elvis 30 #1 hit CD or the cassette with the bonus track, A Little Less Conversation, a remix by DJ JXL. He's based in Amsterdam, right?
That's correct.
Tell us about this tune. Elvis singing, but the dance music added?
Yeah, what happened is in the past we haven't done anything where we've added the contemporary instruments to it. Now we haven't changed Elvis's voice.
Right.
We never have. That
Right.
changed. But this really brings it to a new level, and it's one that does it with respect to Elvis Presley and in a way that both RCA Records and the estate were extremely pleased
Yeah.
with the way that it came out, and it really introduces Elvis around the world to even more people. So that's a good thing too.
Let's listen in a little bit right now to another #1 hit that has always been at the top of the charts, Heartbreak Hotel. It's the first cut on it.
Though it's always crowded, you still can find some room for broken-hearted lovers to cry there in their dreams.
All right, let's go to the phones. Barbara from Maryland, you're on the show. How are you, Barbara?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing great. Side of Mike Omansky.
Hi, Barbara.
How are you, Mike?
Good. How are you tonight?
Just great. Very excited to be talking with you and excited to be buying this album, too. My husband and I have both been Elvis fans since we were young children.
Wow. Did you ever see him in person, or do you remember watching him on some of those television performances?
I remember a lot of his television performances. Unfortunately, I was, 15 when he passed away, so I never got the opportunity to see him in concert.
Right. What is there about his music that still touches you?
I really don't know. I just remember, being a teenager and loving his music and liking to watch his movies all the time, and was never that much into rock and roll or, heavy rock and roll, a little bit of country, and, just really liked him a lot.
One of the things about this disc that you've ordered, Barbara, is that it's over 75 minutes of music. It's really as much music as you can get onto a CD, effectively, at this point.
Well, I like that you have some of the later hits, because those are more of my favorites. Suspicious Minds is my favorite song.
Right. Suspicious Minds is cut number 27. You've got The Wonder of You, Burning Love, Way Down, In the Ghetto. Those were a lot of his tunes from the 70s.
Yeah, one of the things that Dan and I have talked about many times in the past is that Elvis's voice was really at its peak in the 1970s. It was as great as it ever was, and a lot of people remember him for the rise in the 50s that we talk about too, but 70s, his voice was killer.
Yeah.
I agree. His later stuff, I think, was definitely better.
Yeah, just got better and better. Well, stay with us, Barbara. We've got a lot of great Elvis music throughout the show, and some special surprises for you, so stay with us.
Thanks for talking with me.
Thank you, Barbara.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
A lot of people are ordering more than one of this CD and cassette, getting it as gifts. It's going to make a great holiday gift for the Elvis fan in your life. Close to 5,000 have been ordered just in this show alone. It's item number E11818. Elvis 30 #1 hits, the CD with a cassette, including the bonus track, the #1 hit single, A Little Less Conversation, and then you've got so many other great hits like Don't Be Cruel, Jailhouse Rock, and more. And coming up in about 30 minutes, today, tomorrow, and forever. First time ever on our easy payment plan, a real tribute to the king of rock and roll here. $52 for the set of 4 cassettes, $68 for the 4 CDs, and it's on our easy payment plan, E33 5859. Awesome music. And how about this? Can you imagine a set of 8 videos, already very limited, fewer than 150 available. You get really his entire life, his entire career, the definitive Elvis video collection on VHS tape E11304. All right, let's go out to the audience and my good friend Tommy McCarthy, the music director at WOGL Oldies 98.1. Hey, Tommy, what's going on?
Hiya, Dan. And Mike, I don't know if you guys heard in the studio audience all the oohs and ahs as you were introducing these great, great products. I think you could sell out here in the studio tonight.
Just with the people
you
I
could
know.
do it in the studio with these fans. And I was walking around and I ran into this wonderful young lady. Her name is Sue. Hello, Sue. And she has a wonderful Elvis memory she'd like to share with America.
Hi. Yes, I got to see him 3 times, and I got a scarf from around his neck.
You did? How did you get the scarf? Are you in the front?
Wow.
Yeah, everybody's going, oh.
Whoa.
You want to sell it tonight? We could sell it right here at QVC, I'm sure. Let me ask you this, Sue. How did you get it? Were you in the front row, or did he bend over, or how did you get it?
On the balcony.
On the balcony?
And yes, and he came around the side of the stage,
Right.
slipped it off while he was singing Love Me
right.
Tender, tied a knot in it, and threw it up, and I caught it.
Well, all right, let's hear it for Sue.
Wow. Excellent. Man alive. Thanks, Sue. I got one of Tommy McCarthy's handkerchiefs once, but he'd used it, so it wasn't that great. Joining me is Mike Ornansky. Mike Ornansky is the president of Worldwide Entertainment Group.
Right.
You work with BMG to bring us the great records,
Right,
the great
RCA
Elvis.
Records and BMG
Right.
Heritage, their new division.
Yeah. And you are the Elvis expert as far as his recording, his music. And now we're talking about something that you and I love, the Elvis 25th Anniversary Collector's Edition Elvis Monopoly game, brand new today, C20206. It's $40. All things Elvis. I mean, you know how to play the game, but now look, the great shot of him from the '68 comeback special in the black leather outfit. I love that, right on the board. And everything relates to Elvis, doesn't it?
Right, and there's some really neat things on this board. For example, the boardwalk with the all-powerful space is Graceland.
Yeah, look at this. Well, you're looking at some of that right there. Madison
That's
Square
another
Garden.
one. The Madison Square Garden, the amazing concert. And I still remember that jumpsuit every
72.
time I think of my visits to Graceland, the white suit from that event.
Las Vegas, Hilton, 1969.
Comes back on stage,
Yeah,
as we've
amazing.
talked about. 68
Amazing.
comeback special.
Yeah, let's
the NBC
just kind
special.
I'll move the board around. And over here, you've got the Hawaii concert. Of course, that was famous because he did the rehearsal like 2 nights before.
That's right.
Changed some of the show, got his hair cut, looked a little different, and there's a few changes, but that has been taped as well. And so you can see those are the different spaces. And then the like the community chest here is now TCB, right?
Right. And Chance is Elvis Presley.
One night at the Heartbreak Hotel, pay $100. Woo! $100 for a night at the Heartbreak. Madison Square Garden, $150 front row tickets. That'd be a deal.
Dan and I, when we were seeing this game before, we almost didn't come out here.
That's right. We wanted to
pretty
play.
busy.
Well, here's what we thought was cool too: is where the railroads usually are. Now you've got rooms from Graceland. Like here's the pool room.
The pool room, the
room?
front gate, the TV room, and the jungle room.
Yeah.
The infamous jungle room.
Yeah. And this is the 25th anniversary edition of Elvis Monopoly, the #1 board game of all time, Monopoly. Everybody knows how to play it. Now everything is tied into Elvis. We are very busy. Automated ordering is the way to go. Just a few hundred of these are available, and please stay in the line for the Elvis 30 #1 hits, which was our first product that we offered. That is very popular as well. Now here are the deeds to the Las Vegas Hilton, the USS Arizona. And by the way, if you love Las Vegas, we've got the Las Vegas Live music collection coming up.
Another one which we world premiered on QVC with Dan Wheeler.
That's right. That has my favorite,
Kentucky Rain.
the live version, which you guys were nice enough to include just for me. That was really nice of you guys.
That's
to do
correct.
that. And here you've got all things Elvis, all things Monopoly. About 150 remain. It is item number C20206. $40 is your price. 25th anniversary collector's Elvis Monopoly game, collector's edition. Now, I've got to update you. Close to 6,000 of these have been ordered in this show alone. The Elvis 30 #1 hit CD or cassette, done in honor of the 25th anniversary of the King's passing. It is a world launch today on QVC E11818. $12 for the cassette, $18 for the CD, 31 #1 hits, including A Little Less Conversation, which is his latest smash hit 25 years later. Also very limited, C20202 with a set of 4 Elvis Presley 25th anniversary state quarters. Well, coming up, we've got a great cancellation limited edition cachet from Memphis with today's date on it. But California Gold Rush is coming up at, at 11 o'clock tonight, our biggest selection of gold ever. Let's see what Judy Kroll has tomorrow afternoon.
This brand new bracelet is the only polished bangle we're offering during our 25-hour Klondike Gold Rush, and it's available in 2 sizes for a perfect fit. Our special Klondike Gold Rush price is $147 for the 7-inch and $162 for the 7 3/4-inch length, and it's on Easy Pay. Every woman should own at least one classic bangle in elegant 14-karat gold. Get yours this Saturday from noon to 2 p.m. Eastern on QVC.
Boy, if you noticed, did you notice a couple of guys out there looked strangely like the King?
Yeah, I did.
We actually had a contest in the Philadelphia area last night at Dick Clark's American Bandstand, and we have a few of the finalists, the winners, here tonight with us. So we're going to be checking in with them a little later on. Tommy McCarthy is here from WOGL Oldies 98.1. He's the music director, and this is Mike Ornansky, the president of Worldwide Entertainment Group, with also consultant with BMG Music and
BMG
an
Heritage.
Elvis expert
Right.
in your own right. And this is our 25th anniversary of the passing of Elvis Presley. We always have these tributes on the anniversary of his birth and his passing. And of tonight's probably the most special show ever, with it being 25 years. It's been the biggest week at Memphis, biggest Elvis week. I think over 100,000 people have passed through Graceland.
And amazingly, last night, over 30,000 were there in the pouring rain, paying tribute. But of course, last night was the candlelight vigil. Started midnight today.
Yeah. Amazing, amazing, the love and the outpouring of love that continues for Elvis Presley. This is C21004, and if you're an Elvis fan, you're going to want to get on the line for this right away, because this is a limited edition piece, limited to the number ordered today on QVC, just in 2 presentations. So this is a great opportunity. By the way, the Monopoly Elvis has sold out. Thank you for your calls. But this is the 25th anniversary limited edition framed cachet. It's going to measure 12 1/4 inches by 16 1/4 inches. It's $40. You want something to commemorate today, August 16th, 2002? Well, you've got it there. You're looking at a beautiful brass plaque that has a lot of his accomplishments on it. Starred in 33 major motion pictures. Of course, the Colonel had him out there from 56 to 70.
Right.
Doing a lot of...
yeah, especially in the 60s, making the movies and taking him that route.
Right. But if we can come up here, here's what I want to focus on. You've got the post office, the government stamping this. This is what we call a date-specific collectible. Whenever you can have a postmark on something with the date to commemorate the event, and it's canceled in Memphis, Tennessee.
Today, and there's only one 25th anniversary of Elvis Presley's passing.
Only
this
one
is it.
day. And
one day.
Think of it limited to the number ordered here. I mean, that might only be 1,000. Just a few hundred have been spoken for, but this is going to be a very limited piece, and that number in the edition will be right down here. That's why we're taking advance orders, because this is a prototype, but you will have your individual number in the edition. And again, it's just the number sold today. Now, it's beautifully framed up here. You've got some great shots of Elvis. By the way, there he is in the gold lame suit, which he wore on the cover of 50 Million Elvis Fans Can't Be Wrong.
That's correct.
And this shot looks like that might have been taken from the Aloha from Hawaii, perhaps?
That is Aloha, because look at the shirt.
Yeah. And up here, it says, on August 16th, 1977, the world lost the king of rock and roll. We mourned the loss of Elvis Presley on that day, but in the years since his passing, Elvis fans have made August 16th a day to honor the memory of the man who made such an indelible impact on our music, on our culture. More than 600,000 people visit Graceland every year, and that was way up this year. The year 2002 marks the 25th anniversary, so there's a lot of information on here. And I know there's some things that you're especially proud of because of your years working with RCA Records and BMG down here. Tell us about some of these accomplishments.
Right. More than 150 songs that were charted, and obviously we added another one last month. And as I think you mentioned earlier, I mean, we set a new record this week for both Elvis and the entire record industry in the U.S., where he now has 139 certified gold, platinum albums and singles. No one has touched it. Nobody has come to half that level ever in the
amazing.
United States.
More than twice what any other artist has ever done. And when you think they sold over 1 billion records, that's with a B.
Right.
That is, no other artist has done that in history. And 25 years after his passing, to still chart a #1 record.
It is amazing, and it's a tribute to his longevity. And the fact that everybody's here tonight is a tribute to who he is and what he is, and nobody has ever come close to him, ever.
And if you want to mark this very special day, only the people who dial in today for this, the edition, you know, in the world of collectibles, a limited edition of 10,000 is very limited. Well, this is going to be less than that. This will most likely be less than 2,500 to have something that rare for $40 with the great photos, the great framing, double matting on it. Stay on the line for C21004, postmarked with today's date from the Memphis Post Office. Well, got to tell you about a very limited item. Only about 100 of these are available. That's the Elvis Kissing Guitar Watch, J46568, $25. And again, only about 100 of those to go around. It comes with a nice case. You've got that photo, and that's a unisex watch. This we only have about 100 of. That's the pocket watch version, J46571, $32.25. Our Elvis tribute continues. We're about halfway through. But I want to remind you that in about 35 minutes, we will have a one-time only value for you in Royal Palace Handmade Rugs. I'll be presenting this with Gary Moskowitz, the man who brings us the Royal Palace Handmade Rugs. Age 62704 is the Royal Palace Classique Ultra Plush 80-line rug. This is available in burgundy, ivory, plum, gold, and lapis. Beginning at 10 p.m. Eastern Time and only through that hour, $199.72. Age 62704 is the item number. 8 feet by 5 feet. We're honoring the King of Rock and Roll. 25 years since his passing. He's as much a legacy, he's bigger today than ever, and that shows the love and the respect. Greatest performer of all time, Michael Mansky, in my opinion.
Absolutely, and he expanded so many types of music. He was the rocker, he was the gospel performer, he was the country singer, he was the gospel singer, and he was the Las Vegas performer as well.
And to show his popularity, the set of 8 videos has sold out already. Thank you for your calls. And you won't be sorry about that one, I'll tell you. You'll love that. I love this set. I've been working out to this for the last couple weeks in the morning, having it on. Of course, it has my all-time favorite song, Kentucky Rain,
right.
Live version, which Mike was kind enough to include in this set. Michael Mansky is the man that puts together these sets. This is E28350, Elvis Live in Las Vegas. $58, your introductory price for the set of 4 CDs. $44 for the cassettes. Crank it up, guys. There it is, my favorite Elvis song.
On this lonely Kentucky back road, I've loved you much too long. My love's too strong to let you go, never knowing what went wrong.
Oh, they caught me. Kentucky rain is pouring down. Love that song. I was doing a little lip syncing here in the audience for those of you who are at home. But thank you, thank you. Here's a scroll of the songs. Go through some of these titles.
Yeah, I think one of the things, there's All Shook Up, there's Heartbreak Hotel. What this set does, Dan, is it chronicles Elvis's entire Las Vegas career. From the 1950s, we all think of Elvis performing in the late 60s and 70s, but it started in 1956, and there's a concert here that was previously unreleased that's on here on the first disc. And on it goes. It's 4 CDs, 4 cassettes, covers the whole career, and a lot of performances on here were previously unreleased until this set came out, and you will premiered it on QVC.
We world premiered it, and Polk Salad Annie, that song, man, does he crank on that thing. You see some of these titles, Suspicious Minds. One thing that Elvis could do, he could take a song that someone else wrote and recorded, but he made it his, like nobody else. He put that Elvis stamp
That's
on
right. He was a performer, and he interpreted songs different than anybody else did. They were Elvisized, and then you create a new image and a new song out of the same song.
Exactly. There you see In the Ghetto, Let It Be Me, Don't Cry Daddy, Kentucky Rain, Long Tall Sally. Remember, these are his live performances in Vegas, where he was at his best. And to think about how many people saw him in 1970, in the 1970s alone, over 1.5 million people saw him just before the days of pay-per-view.
Before pay-per-view, before MTV, before videos, even before closed-circuit television broadcasts.
It's amazing. Oh, greatest. This is one he won a Grammy. He only won 2 Grammys. How Great Thou Art. Check it out.
The world's thy hands have made. I see the sky. I hear the rolling thunder. Thy power throughout the universe.
Well, I don't know if we're going to have time to get to that powerful part when he kicks it up. Maybe we can keep it playing here.
Dan, 53 out of 85 songs in the set were previously unreleased performances before this set came out.
Wow.
So the bulk of this album was new news when we world premiered it here last year.
Exactly. You've got the complete 1969 concert staged return at the International Hotel. 18 out of those 20 were previously unreleased.
Correct.
The complete August 1970 concert, 17 of those were previously unreleased.
And the complete historical debut at the New Frontier Hotel in 1956 that we're talking about earlier.
Yeah, this is a historical collection to have those live performances of Elvis and just so many great songs. How many songs are on this altogether?
85. Dan.
85.
On 4 CDs, 4 cassettes.
There it is.
How great thou art. Elvis sings my soul.
Boy, nobody did it like Elvis. Nobody did gospel with so much passion. He grew up in the Assemblies of God Church. He loved the Stamps Quartet, which is why he had J.D. Sumner and Stamps sing with him. There you have it. Don't miss out. The complete Las Vegas collection. Listen to it. Oh, man. When he got up, that is amazing. Wow. Woo! Elvis, still great today. E28350. Stay online. They're clapping here live for Elvis. 25 years, just hearing him again. Now, over 7,000 of these have been ordered in this show alone, E11818. That means something like 12,000 have been ordered for the day. That's the Elvis 30 #1 hit CD or the cassette with that bonus track, a little less conversation. $12 for the cassette, $18 for the CD. That is the 25th anniversary CD that you put together.
That's correct. It's coming out on September 24th. The only place on earth available right now is to order it at QVC.
And this is the most complete set we have of the night, because, as far as all of the different styles, country, rock and roll, movie music, gospel music. First time ever on our easy payment plan tonight, E3359. It's coming up in about 15 minutes. We're going to continue with our tribute to Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll. But we've got Klondike, actually Southwestern Jewelry is coming up on QVC. Here's more information about that.
This Tuesday, just days after Santa Fe's renowned Indian Market, QVC brings you 2 hours of Native American artisan sterling silver and gemstone jewelry. Look for designs inspired by indigenous cultures, nature's elements, and tribal lore. Meet award-winning artists and get a look at highlights from this year's festive Indian Market. Don't miss it, live from La Posada Resort in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Tuesday, starting at 9 a.m. Eastern on QVC.
Isn't it time you had a Q card? It's the fast, simple way to shop QVC, on air or online. With a Q card, you get detailed monthly statements with item numbers and product descriptions so you can keep track of what you order. Plus, you can take advantage of QVC's special deferred payment offers that are available to Q card holders only. Apply for your Q card today. Q members can apply online, by mail, or by phone. The Q card, only on QVC.
We've got Elvis fans, young and old. Elvis fans of all ages. And this is our tribute to Elvis Presley, the 25-year anniversary of his passing. This gentleman is Mike Ornansky. He is the president of Worldwide Entertainment Group Marketing, Entertainment Marketing. And I want to get that right, Worldwide Entertainment Marketing. You're really the man responsible for all the great Elvis music, the sets that you put together for QVC, and an Elvis fan in your own right.
That's right. I mean, I've learned obviously quite a bit about Elvis Presley over the years, and I'm glad to see, and I want to thank Alex Miller at BMG Heritage for continuing the tradition and endorsing this Today, Tomorrow, and Forever set that we're going to be talking about later, because it's a phenomenal tribute at this time.
I'm going to have to be the model for this next jacket, so here it is. It is. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
What a model, huh?
All I can say is thank you. Thank you very much. This is a 31972, the Elvis 25th anniversary black denim jacket. Of course, you could wear the collar up or down. and it's available in adult sizes, medium, large, and extra large. Now, it tends to run a little large. I'm wearing the medium, and a lot of times I would wear a large, but the medium fits great. And it's got buttons all the way up and down the front, button jackets, heavy-duty denim. You've got the facsimile signature of Elvis Presley there on the back and on the front, and on the back, EP25 Legendary. And it's really done in a nice, sparkly material. It has that star-like quality, just like the king of rock and roll.
Are you going to wear this tomorrow on the way to your workout?
I might have to. I might have to. I don't know. I might sweat a little bit. It's gonna, by the way, we've sold out of the Elvis Kissing Guitar Watch. That is spoken for. Thank you very much. A lot of sold-out signs. I don't know, Mike, if you come along with me running, wearing yours, then we might have to do that. This has buttons on the side here, and of course, now Elvis wore a black denim jacket, I believe, when he was doing Jailhouse Rock.
Right, that's correct.
In that scene. Wasn't he wearing something similar to this?
Right, in one of the better-known films that he did.
So it was taken from that film, and of course he starred in 33 films. But it's a great-looking jacket. If you like denim, you've got the adjustable capabilities here on the sides. You can draw it in or let it out after you have that turkey dinner, or sometimes after that hot fudge sundae. I was just on vacation up in Vermont, and we were eating Ben & Jerry's ice cream. Man, you got to watch that. You have to open that up, but it is great stuff. And this is the jacket. It is brand new today, A31972. Now, keep in mind we've got Elvis yesterday, today, and forever. An amazing.
Today, tomorrow, and forever.
Or today, tomorrow, and forever. All right. Didn't want to forget about tomorrow. And that set is
incredible. 100 songs, all previously unreleased performances. Wow. World premiere exclusive on QVC at the end of June with Dan Wheeler. And back tonight, and it is a great set. Yeah. It covers his entire career from start to finish.
So that's still coming up if you love Elvis music. We've got a great audience tonight, and Tommy McCarthy is here from WOGL Oldies radio station, 98.1 FM. And Tommy's up in the audience. He's been talking to some of the people who are here. We've got some of the people who are involved in a contest we recently had. And can we go up to Tommy right now? Are we ready to do that? And maybe check in with Tommy as you dial in for the jacket. Tommy, who are you with?
I'm with a beautiful young lady here. Hi, Dan and Mike. I was walking through the audience a little bit ago, and there's millions of people every year make a pilgrimage to go to Memphis, Tennessee, and where do they go? Elvis Presley Boulevard in Graceland. Well, how would you like to live in the neighborhood? Well, I found a Memphian, and her name is Donna. Hello, Donna.
Hi, how are you doing?
Tell everybody what it's like to live in the same city as the king of rock and roll.
It was fabulous to live in Memphis. I lived there my entire adult life.
And do you have any specials? Did you ever run into him in the supermarket, for instance?
No, I didn't run into him in the supermarket, but I got to see Elvis in the last show that he did in Memphis before he died at the Coliseum. It was wonderful. He was a fabulous performer.
At the Mid-South Coliseum. Must have been wonderful.
That's exactly right.
See, but you never saw him ride the streets of Memphis on his motorcycle, right?
No, I didn't see that. But I've been in Graceland many times.
All right. Well, thank you, Donna. Just another one of the wonderful stories we're sharing tonight. And everybody here in Philadelphia and throughout the entire land, it's a great, great day. We're turning this more into a celebration and a tribute for the king of rock and roll. Back to you, Dan.
Thanks, Tommy. Thanks, Donna. And it's great to have someone from Memphis. Excellent. And you might have run into Elvis when he was shopping at Lansky's men's clothing store. And if you like Elvis's style, here's a chance for you to pick up the black jacket. It is A31972, the 25th anniversary denim jacket. Now here is the Elvis Presley colorized 25th anniversary Silver Eagle. That is $33.75. That's available tonight, C20203. And also, I love this, Elvis Sunrise. They have the Sun Record Recording Studio label on there. His first few hits were from Sun Records right there in Memphis. And that has 38 recordings from Sun for $28.50, C1064.
The complete Sun collection.
The complete Sun collection, everything he ever did at Sun Records. Well, we've got a lot more ahead in our tribute to the king of rock and roll, but Gold Rush is coming up beginning at 11 p.m. And Grand Fair, something special with Mary Grow.
Celebrating our 15th annual Klondike Gold Rush with the lowest price we've ever offered on a 14-karat gold bracelet watch. This brand new design from Vicence is available this Saturday in 2 sizes at special Klondike Gold Rush prices. Small medium for $372, medium large for $393. And it's on Easy Pay. Don't miss this extraordinary value during the last 4 hours of our 15th annual Klondike Gold Rush, beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern on QVC.
Yeah, there you see a shot of our live studio from the audience. Wow, it's a live audience out here. And you'll notice a couple of people in the audience that look strangely like the King of Rock and Roll. We had a contest here with WOGL Radio, and there's one of them right there with Tommy McCarthy. Tommy, who is that guy?
I'm with Dean, Dan. Hi, Dean. How you doing?
Hey, Tom. How you doing? Hi, Dan. Mike.
Hey, congratulations. I hear Dean was the winner, right?
Right. Dean, last night we were out at Dick Clark's American Bandstand Grill right here in King of Prussia, where we do our back-in-the-day dance party every Saturday night. And we had 20 contestants with the Philadelphia Daily News in conjunction with Oldies 98.1 here in Philadelphia. And they all came out, strutted their stuff, did a little Elvis sing-along karaoke, and Dean won himself a trip to Memphis and to Graceland.
Oh, yeah. Woo!
It's beautiful.
He's on his way. And Dean, why don't you tell somebody real quick how you got started in Elvis and how he is you in your life?
Okay. I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I saw the Aloha special from Hawaii, and I thought, wow, what a great jumpsuit, and the voice was phenomenal. And I started singing 1 year old. I sing for senior centers and children's hospitals, and you know.
Right. So you go out and you kind of make a living doing this, right?
Absolutely. I do it out of respect for Elvis, and just. When I sing for the seniors, it's funny because we're always against Elvis, and now I'm singing for the seniors, and they love it. They love it.
Now everybody has turned around the whole world, but look at the young children who are in our audience tonight. I mean, he spans the decades. There's no age limit who loves Elvis Presley or his music.
All right.
Absolutely, absolutely. Kids love it. They come up, touch my garments, and it's just, you know, they get in all of the capes and everything. It's really great.
All right, Tommy, Dean, thank you. Congratulations,
Thank you.
Dean. Thanks. That's Tommy McCarthy, music director, WOGL, and Dean, our winner, talented artist, doing the King of Rock and Roll. Now, here is the Elvis King Guitar Silvertone Pocket Watch. Only 3 dozen remain. It's J46571. This is really an item that speaks for itself. Beautiful pocket watch with a great full of Elvis on there, Mike.
Yep, and once again, one of the things to point out is that the merchandise that QVC carries on the show is official EPE licensed merchandise.
Right.
It's the real thing.
Licensed by Elvis Presley Enterprises, and you've got that logo right there, the hologram that depicts that. It comes in a beautiful case, and you've got the chain and everything for a pocket watch. And I know a lot of collectors of watches will want this just to have a great Elvis collectible watch, and one that was done for the 25th anniversary. Beautiful pocket watch, going to keep a very accurate time for you, as it has the quartz movement on it, stainless steel back, and of course you've got Elvis right there, and on the front you've got the facsimile of Elvis's signature. Now that watch has sold out, so we're going to take a look at a beautiful ladies gold tone bracelet watch next, which is J46569 for $32.25. This is an entire hour of a tribute to the King of Rock and Roll. It's been 25 years since his passing. QVC always has tribute shows on the anniversary of his birth and his passing. We bring you great officially licensed collectibles. We still have great music ahead, and our special guest is Mike Ornansky, the president of Worldwide Entertainment Marketing.
Right.
And he brings us the great Elvis collections now of music. Here's J4571, $32.25. This is a beautiful ladies' watch with a Panther-style band. It's going to be adjustable from let me get my information here, from about 7 1/4 inches down to about 6 1/2 inches. But you've got the look of diamonds around the face. That's very attractive.
It's beautiful. I mean, I'm seeing it quite close up, and you've got the young Elvis, and also there's that official hologram again.
Right, he's dressed in a tuxedo. Kind of reminds me of an appearance he did, I believe it was on the Steve Allen show.
Right.
When he had been kind of wild on Milton Berle, he was getting some flack for it, so
Right.
they had him come out in a tux.
Right.
Remember that?
To try to tone it down a bit.
Right, to
Right.
kind of create that new image. And,
Right.
and I understand Elvis didn't like it. He felt like a little stiff doing that.
That wasn't him.
No,
that was not him.
Get rid of that tux. Get the black jacket on. Let him
Right.
shake those legs. Here you go, and he is dressed in a tuxedo here. Comes in a beautiful case as well. So $32.25, only 100 remain, J46569. That is the item number. Now next hour, we've got Royal Palace handmade rugs. We've got the classic Ultra Plush 80-line rug. We're going to take a look at it right now. It's item number H62704. Normally, this could have easily be a $300 rug. Next hour only, $199.72. And actually what you're looking at right now is the Royal Palace Oriental Bloom 6x6 octagon wool rug. $118.26 is your introductory price, H50962. It's available in ivory, blue, burgundy, sage, and emerald. And then our one-time only value will be H62704. That's this classic. It's an 80-line rug. That means extra plush, $119.72 next hour and next hour only. And that's our one-time only value. Okay, let's get back to the music. I want to give you an update. The Elvis Presley Ladies Watch is sold out. But now, we started with the #1 hits, which I think over 7,000 sets have been ordered. Mike Ornansky is here, the president of the winner. Mike, you and I debuted this in June. Phone lines went crazy. Already several ordered tonight. Today, tomorrow, and forever. One of the very latest box sets of Elvis. And it is a complete set, E3359. We're featuring it for the first time tonight on 2 easy payments of $26 a month if you're getting the set of 4 cassettes. $34 a month for the set of 4 CDs, and it comes with an incredible amount of information about each and every recording session. But tell us about the music, Mike.
The music, there are 100 songs, all previously unreleased. This just came out last month, and it goes from the start of his career with Harbor Lights to the end of his career with Hurt. And you trace his entire life, his entire career. You've got the gospel, you've got the country, you've got Elvis the Rocker, all the sizes and styles we've talked about, and the eras, the 50s, the 60s, and 70s. And BMG Heritage, a new division, did a phenomenal job putting this together and carrying the torch forward with an incredible piece of work.
Look at all the you've got. Heartbreak Hotel, Long Tall Sally, I Was the One, Money Honey, on and on. And again, as Mike said, at least one song from almost every studio session he ever did. Blue Suede Shoes, Hound Dog, Rip It Up. Don't Forbid Me, I Beg of You. There'll be Peace in the Valley. So you do have the styles, the gospel, the blues, the music, the rock, the country. But 100 previously unreleased versions, that's 4.5 hours of music.
4.5 hours of music. And actually it has a version that was never heard before of Are You Lonesome Tonight that Ernst Jorgensen, who produced the album, insists is better than the original.
Wow. Special hello to Ernst. And that, Ernst Jorgensen is
Denmark
probably
tonight.
The foremost expert when it comes to Elvis recording.
Yes, he is. He oversaw the production of this album for BMG and did his usual phenomenal job. By the way, I forgot to mention the last time we were on, I just want to thank, there's a guy named John Hudson at BMG Heritage that worked so diligently to get this ready for the preview, so I just wanted to mention that when we debuted it last month.
All right, quick update for you. The state quarters of Elvis Presley have sold out. Thank you for your calls on that. But if you want what the foremost expert on Elvis music says is the best recording ever of Are You Lonesome Tonight, that's on here. Even better than the original. You've got a previously unreleased duet with Anne Margaret, the title song of the collection.
And the whole thing starts in 1954 at Sun Studios, before Elvis Presley rose to power. If you remember, he rose to power in 1956. That's when he made his big splash on America. But he started a little bit before that, as you well know, and that's here too.
Yeah. You've got it all right here. Of course, 1954 is when he recorded That's All Right, Mama, and he recorded My Happiness for his mom. And
there's also a previously unreleased concert from 1956 included within the set. Wow. As you said, 4.5 hours. There's a lot of music there, 100 songs, but that concert's in there too.
The most complete collection that's been put together for the 25th anniversary of his passing is right here, right now. And for the very first time ever, it's on 2 easy payments tonight. If you want the 4 CDs, 2 easy payments of $34. So take advantage of that. If you're shopping with an American Express card, Carte Blanche, Discover, Diners, Master, or Visa cards, you can make those low monthly payments. It's E335. Now let's talk to Sandy in Pennsylvania. Hey, Sandy.
Hi, Dan. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you tonight?
I'm excellent. I love celebrating. We're celebrating Elvis's life.
That's exactly right, Sandy. We're celebrating his life.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm glad you're with us doing that tonight. That's Mike Ornansky, and we've got a crowd of people. And Tommy McCarthy. Everybody says, say hi to Sandy, everybody.
Hey, Sandy.
The audience is... So, Sandy, hopefully you feel like you're right here with us. Now, are you picking up this set today, tomorrow, and forever?
Yes, I am. I have his 60s, his 50s, his 60s, and 70s.
Right, those 3 box sets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So kind of add this to my collection.
And Sandy, you get another preview at Elvis, his whole career. You look behind the man in this set. This really is a major musical experience, and I really believe this is the gem of this show. I mean, I really believe in this set. It is absolutely phenomenal. It is a masterpiece, but it's something that you will listen to for years.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. You never tire of listening to him.
When do you remember first being made aware of Elvis Presley?
When I was about 10.
Wow.
I was about 10, and of course, my parents said, no, you can't watch him. No, you can't,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, something about some of those gyrations.
He did bad things on TV.
Yeah.
Right. And I have an Elvis room.
Really?
I bought a house a couple years ago, and I have an extra bedroom, and I had all this Elvis, you know, stuff. So I said, okay, I'll turn it into a room.
Well, now you're going to fill that room with some great music in this one set. Do you have a favorite Elvis song?
If I Could Dream.
If I Could Dream. There's so many songs on here, but I'm sure it's on here. I mean, this thing is absolutely loaded. But that was a great, great song, no doubt about it. He put so much passion into that one.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, Sandy, we appreciate you being with us. We'll send the collection your way, okay?
And I just wanted to tell you, I am training my 5-year-old granddaughter. She loves Elvis too.
All right.
Well, on it goes.
Yeah. New generations keep being made. My 16-year-old daughter, Kirsten, loves Elvis.
Yes.
Kelsey loves Elvis, my 10-year-old. So
they're going to love the #1 hits.
They are. We got to run, Sandy. Thanks for the call.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, let's go through some of these. And again, the most complete set put together for the 25th anniversary of his passing. Over 1,000 ordered tonight. And from 1954 at Sun to the last session at his home, right?
That's correct. And also, Dan, we should mention that this book includes previously unreleased photos of Elvis Presley that have not been published anywhere.
Exactly.
And it's quite a collection.
Glad you pointed that out. Tons of great photos of Elvis in this. And plus you've got information on every recording session. There are only about 500 of the CDs remaining. And if you watch those, only about 300 of the cassettes, but if you watch those titles go by, chances are there's going to be a song that brings back a very special memory for you. But beginning in 1954 at Sun, to the final session at his home in 1976.
Right.
I know that's when he recorded Way Down.
That's correct.
And that was about the time Burning Love came out, some of those, the last songs of his career.
And you go through his movies, you go through the gospel, you go through the country. I mean, every aspect of Elvis, whether you slice it by musical genre or by time, is covered here. And this is chronological. It goes from the 50s through the end of the 70s in a very logical order. And you experience the life from a musical standpoint of Elvis Presley as it's never been put together before.
Yeah, it's got Witchcraft on there. A lot of you remember the famous duet he did with Frank Sinatra.
Right.
You've got Roustabout from the movies, as you said, Today, Tomorrow, and Forever, a duet with Anne Margaret. This Is My Heaven, Never Say Yes, Hide Down Me, Ask Me, there's Roustabout, Puppet on a String. I mean, this guy, nobody put so much heart and soul into a song. You can almost feel the tears through some of those love songs. But let's go ahead and crank up I Can't Help Falling in Love with You as I give you a quick update. Over 1,500 now ordered, about 200 each of the cassettes and the CDs. Let's listen in.
Like a river flows surely to
2 easy payments of $26 for the cassette, $34 for the CDs, and you know, Mike, I know you and Ernst had fun putting this together. What was so special about this from all the other sets that you've done before that made this different?
Well, the fact that we were able to trace his life through all completely unreleased performances that people haven't had the chance to hear before. And the quality of the performances and the vocals that you hear, as you're hearing now, it's just absolutely amazing. So it really is a very special collection. It's a perspective of the man's life in a way that hasn't been done before.
Even those early recordings from Sun, you've made them sound better than ever. Right?
Yeah, as usual, this was digitally remastered. We did not change Elvis's voice, nothing like that, but we make it sound as good as possible.
All right, last call for the CDs. 2 easy payments of $34 or $26. Close to 2,000 have been ordered. E, 3359 is the item number. And man, that is a great set. If you love Elvis, you love the variety of styles, you love a lot of the photographs. And this has just been a great hour. We're going back to something that has been incredibly popular. Over 12,000 of these have been ordered just today in the world debut. In this show alone, I think something like 7,000 of the CDs or cassettes, over 7,000 now. It's E11818. This is the definitive collection of #1 hits by Elvis Presley. It was 30, but then he had another one this year. That's included. That was called A Little Less Conversation, remixed by DJ JXL. Nike used it in their multi-million-dollar World Cup soccer campaign. $12 for the cassette, $18 for the CD, E11818. Maybe as we scroll some of the titles of the songs by, we can have Mike tell us, how did you put this together? How did this come about?
This came about when we wanted to do something to celebrate the 25th anniversary, and we thought that #1 hits was the way to go. We'd already put out a #1 hits album in the U.S. With 18 songs that were #1s. But when we added the UK, which is the second most important country in the world from a sales standpoint, and there were 12 more, that became 30. And I give credit to the current management of RCA to squeeze that extra one and to react to the success of a little less conversation to make it 31.
To do it that quickly, and over 75 minutes of Elvis on this CD. This is the world debut. Heartbreak Hotel, Don't Be Cruel, Hound Dog, Love Me Tender, Too Much, All Shook Up, Let Me Be Your Teddy Bear, Jailhouse Rock, Don't, Hard-Headed Woman, One Night, Now and Then There's a Fool Such as I, A Big Hunk of Love, Stuck on You, It's Now or Never, It's Now or Never. Interesting, that was based on a gospel song. Are You Lonesome Tonight, Wooden Heart, Surrender, Marie's the name of his latest flame, love that one. Can't Help Falling, I mean, they're all here.
And I love Wooden Heart, by the way.
Wooden Heart is one of your favorites.
One of my favorites.
Well, we're going to have to include that one and have a special tribute to you.
I'll have to send a letter to her, email to Ernst Jorgensen, please put it in.
In the Ghetto, Suspicious Minds, The Wonder of You, Burning Love, Way Down. And what kind of time period do we cover with this CD?
We cover the 50s, the 60s, and 70s because his hits spanned his entire career. His first hit was in January 1956, and his last hit before the recent one was in 77. So it covers his whole career. The man always had hits.
Wow. They kept coming. $12 for the cassette, $18 for the CD, E11818. Stay in the line. Elvis, it says 30 #1 hits. It's actually 31. For the first time ever, they're all here, including that hit single, A Little Less Conversation. And 5 of the #1s were from the movie Lilo and Stitch, so he continues to bring in a whole new audience. I'm going to go through a quick review. Before we end the show, I'd love to get a shot of the audience because we had an Elvis artist here tonight, and I'd like to show you the 2 artists that were here and thank our audience. But here's a run through the lineup. This is EC21004, the 25th anniversary limited edition framed Elvis cachet, $40. You've got the cancellation today from Memphis, and that's a way to really mark the 25th anniversary. Then, Elvis Presley live in Las Vegas. Love this. All of his live Vegas performances, E28350. This is the definitive Elvis in Las Vegas collection. $44 for the cassettes, $58 for the CDs. A 31972, the Elvis 25th anniversary black denim jacket is $60, and that is A31972. I've been wearing that all show long. E3359, the cassettes are only available now. The CDs have sold out. $52 on the cassettes, or 2 easy payments of $26. Elvis today, tomorrow, and forever. I want to thank Mike Ornansky, the president of Worldwide Entertainment Marketing. How about a hand for Mike Ornansky?
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you. Great
Always
to
a
see
pleasure
you.
to see you.
Always a pleasure to see you.
Thank you very much.
I want to thank you for joining us and our audience. We have Bill, and Bill was one of, thank you very much, Bill. Nice job. He was one of the finalists in our Elvis contest. Dean, thank you. And I want to thank Tommy McCarthy. Tommy McCarthy, who is the music director from WOGL Oldies 98.1. There he is, Tommy. He's,
Thank you, QVC. Keep the music and memories alive. All right.
Thank you, Tommy. Great to work with you again, buddy. And keep listening to WOGL. Stay tuned. Royal Palace Handmade Rugs next.